This week on Rush Outdoors, we head to the mighty St. Lawrence River in search of toothy critters. Rush junkie Todd Burnett mans the camera and his bow while taking a huge Empire State buck. And of course, member footage with Rush Uncut. This week, it's all about whitetails. Put down that remote. It's time for Rush Outdoors. Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Philipsons, your outfitters for the great outdoors.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm your host, Tim Andrus. Right now I'm in Liverpool, New York at Philipsons, one of 7 locations here in New York. I got a fishing trip this weekend. Let's go in and see what they got. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this week. You know, when you think of September in the North Country, people are thinking of waterfowl season, archery season. But for Rush Junkie Norm Wightman and Bill Knapp of Philipsons, their mindset on big muskies, fishing the St. Lawrence River with Don Lucas aboard the Musky Magic. Let's see how they make out this week.
Morning, Norm. How are we doing
Good morning, Captain. Good to see you this morning. This is Bill Knapp with Philipsons.
Pleased to meet you. Going to have a nice day on the water. The weather's with us. Hopefully we're going to get a big guy on the boat, and I'm praying for the world record.
You know, today's going to be an exciting day, but October 2nd, you usually think of duck season. It's opening day of duck season here in the North Country, so, but not for us. We're going for the toothy critters with Musky Magic.
You got to have your priorities straight.
That's right. Let's get on board. Permission to climb aboard?
You betcha. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. Got to stagger your lines. You don't want them side by side, because if you take a turn, you'll start crossing them over one another. So if I say 180 and 160, the center rods go out 180, outside's 160. Now that's going to vary, because the amount of line out behind the boat determines how deep the lures are going to run. Some places we're going to be in 20 feet of water. We're going to want to get those lures down about 20 feet. There's other places where we're going to be going over 12 feet of water. We're going to want to run them closer to the boat so that they're not diving as deep. So every pass will be different. The most important thing to remember is that a lot of times I set up close to a structure, and when I say put them in now, that means right now.
So tell us a little bit about exactly our geographic location.
This is Barnhard Island in Messina, and as you can see where the flags are in the middle of the Robert Moses Power Dam, that's the international borderline. Everything to the right side of those flags is Canada. As you look along the shoreline, that's all Canada down to that big international bridge, and then as you would exit that bridge on the right-hand side, you're in the Mohawk Indian Reservation territory. Fish on, pull it in neutral, Hart, fish on. Get those lines in as quick as you can. There you go. That's what we've been waiting for.
Come on, Napper.
Oh, he's a
nice one.
He's a good size one. There's your fish, my man.
Yeah.
It's not that record breaker that we're looking for, but it's a decent one. Look at the chops on that.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to get scratched with those teeth because they carry a bacteria, and it will cause muscle paralysis. Now, what we do is we take these bolt cutters and we cut the tips of the points off so that you're not going to damage that fish because he's going to be a release, and we want him in good shape. Now you got the musty
Mojo.
the
Musky
Mojo.
magic. Try to get it with your glasses.
Oh, there he goes. He's off and running.
All right, Bill, we got one in the boat. Let's, while we got a little downtime, let's see if we can talk the captain into taking us up to the visitor center and showing us around, showing us a little bit about this piece of the river and the dam.
You'll find it to be quite interesting, quite educational.
Got sea legs. We don't get up in this neck of the woods often. We might as well check out the visitor center.
As well.
Mr. Knapp.
Thanks, sir.
Flowing through the project is the St. Lawrence Seaway.
This is
That's steep draft
a marvel.
navigation between Lake
I mean, this thing
Ontario
powers 3/4
and
of New York
Atlantic
State.
Ocean. It was built
It's
in
powerful.
tandem with the power project.
This is how the hydroelectric dam works. This is Lake St. Lawrence. The water dumps through these channeling devices, tunnels, spins the turbine, which turns the stator and the rotor to produce electricity, and then the water is discharged down below the Robert Moses Power Dam.
So I got to ask the question, what came first, the muskie or the dam?
Well, the muskies were always here. They were always a significant part of the St. Lawrence River, but if you talk to the old timers, the development of the seaway and the damming of the river, in their opinion, it ruined the fishing, but actually is what they come to realize over the years, that it just changed the composition where the structures were, and the fish just started hanging out in different areas. What they had to do was readjust to the changes in the river. Back eddies and currents were changed, so the old fishing spots weren't there anymore. They had to find out where they had relocated to.
Very nice. Thanks for the tour. Let's get back to fishing. You can teach somebody every single trick that you know, and he still can't catch those.
Practical experience is the best
Exactly.
teacher.
And that's the problem with musky fishing, is over the years taking the guy that's dreamed of catching a muskie and led him to believe that it's untouchable.
Fish on, fish on, fish on. There you go.
Ooh, it's running at me. Running right at the boat.
Uh-oh. There, I'm under there.
We got a problem.
Okay, Norm. Todd.
Feels like a big one. I can feel its head shaking. Somebody's got to get this lure, swinging lure away from me. Oh, he's shaking like a...
Get that over there.
He sees the boat. He sees the boat.
There he
He's
is.
a fighting son of a gun.
There he is.
That's a nice fish.
He's under the boat.
Yeah.
We'll take him.
Oh, yeah.
Norman.
There we go, guys.
I got you.
Keep him close to your body. Harp,
Yep.
get that out of there, please.
Only with musky magic. Well, musky magic lived up to all the hype. We caught, both anglers got a muskie each. And my message is this, you know, when the economy is rough like it is now, and you don't feel like you can afford that $5,000 hunting or fishing trip out of state, this is the most exciting thing you can do, and it's not going to break the bank. And he's going to put you on muskies, and big ones. Thanks, Musky Magic.
You betcha. It was a pleasure having you out.
Once again, the mighty St. Lawrence River lives up to its reputation as a muskie hotspot. If you've ever fished for muskie, you know how hard they can be to catch. Those guys sure made it look easy.
T-Bone here, and you know what? You're watching Rush Outdoors. If you fish or if you hunt, you're going to love shopping at Herb Philipsons for all your fishing and hunting gear. Whatever the season, it's the reason to pick up guns, ammo, fishing rods, reels, and all the accessories you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. We've got it, and you'll get it all at Herb Philipsons' low price fighter prices. There's a store near you, and don't forget to visit our newest location in the Western Light Shopping Center, Syracuse.
We duck hunt every day. Sometimes, though, we disagree on where.
Where are we hunting today?
Lake Blythe.
You would think we always agree on where to put the decoys.
But we don't.
Over there.
No, they need to be right out there.
First thing we can agree on, Willie is out when it comes to calling.
The second thing we absolutely agree on, it's got to be real tree camo.
The Oak Orchard Harbor in Orleans County. Make a morning run for Lake Ontario. Fish on means you'll experience the exhilaration of fighting that giant trout or salmon. To learn more about our world-class fishing, visit our website at www.orleanscountytourism.com.
There you go.
Woo! Another reason I love New York.
If you're a hunter, you know the challenge of taking any whitetail deer with archery tackle. Imagine being the hunter and the cameraman. Last fall, Rush Junkie Todd Burnett took the challenge, and I'm really anxious to see how this turns out.
It was pretty quiet early in the morning, but then about 11 o'clock, started seeing quite a few deer moving. And had noticed a big 8-pointer that we had seen earlier in the year that I had lost track of. Sure enough, he was just bird dogging, and you know, he really wasn't paying attention to me, which was good because he really wasn't that far away. The buck had actually walked off to my left shoulder. I was able to get the bow, get turned around, and when he got the hot dose trail, he'd actually walk through the shooting lane so fast that I couldn't get the shot. But luckily, he walked through so fast that he lost the doe scent. And he made a circle back, and you can see a couple times where I kept moving the camera, hoping that as I followed the deer, because again I couldn't see him in the viewing screen, I was just hoping he was in it because I had focused on a tree and knew that he was in that area. When he circled back, I had two chances, two spots to shoot, and as you've seen, the camera moved twice and it jerked. He had stopped in the one spot, and I made a little noise. And he slowed down, but not quite enough. He stopped where I didn't have a shot. Then the second shot, there was a spot about the size of maybe a small basketball. When he stopped just perfect, and I was able to get a shot off.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the New York Sportsman's Expo, Nikon Optics, Realtree.com, Matthews Solo Cam, IQ Bow Sights, Block Targets, Energizer Batteries, Slay Odor Neutralizer, and Shadow Hunter Blinds.
I hunt out of Shadow Hunter blinds because I think they're the best ground blind made today. Made right here in Michigan. All American-made Shadow Hunter blinds are the very best. If you want to hunt out of the best, you need Shadow Hunter. Here's why.
See that? Totally silent. You can open the plexiglasses wherever you want it. Same thing on these windows, just totally silent. You have so much action as a result because the deer just come all the way around you.
Did you know that Lock and Load Sporting Goods in Owego, New York is one of New York's premier destinations for Shadow Hunter blinds? And it just doesn't end right there. Lock and Load has everything a sportsman could ask for. Archery, firearms, optics, and fishing. And when your hunting or fishing trip is over, bring your trophy right here to Southern Tier Taxidermy, also located at Lock and Load Sporting Goods. And it's all under one roof. Lock and Load Sporting Goods, Southern Tier Taxidermy, located at 161 Erie Street, Owego, New York.
telling you right now, you can do this for 30 years, you can do it for 2 years. That is what it's all about. I've been here since about 6:30. It's about 11:15. This woods was alive. There had to be 40 deer in here this morning. There was 3 shooter bucks in here. I'm sorry, I gotta catch my breath. This buck comes over and he starts to walk away. I put some doe and estrus out. He smells it. He turns around. He comes back through. How I got the arrow through there, I don't know. And I made a 20, 25, 30 yard shot through this stuff. And you heard him crash right on video. So now we gotta go down and see what we got. Well, I just heard him crash right over up on the hill over there, so now we're gonna go see if we can find some blood. I know he's down. Right there's the tree stand right up in there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't believe that arrow got through there. All you need is a hole. Oh yeah. Clean pass through. The old G5 did its trick again. Beautiful. Big thing of blood right here. He's got to be pretty close. He's lost a ton of blood. He's right there. There he is right there. Beautiful. This is what it's all about right here. Boy, he's a nice buck. 3 on one side, 5 on the other. Got a little character to him. Just a quick recap, he come through this morning with about 30 other does. There was 3 shooters in the group. He came by close enough to probably shoot, but I was pinned down by a bunch of other does. And then he headed off to the south. He came back about an hour and a half later chasing a doe. And he came in right behind me and presented me with a 25, maybe a 28 yard shot. There's some thick stuff, but had a spot big enough, probably about a softball size, and put a good shot on him. And boy, he was down within 10 seconds. You heard him crash right on camera. But boy, there's nothing like the excitement and the pump that you get from hunting. I mean, I don't care. There's nothing like it.
Congratulations, Todd. That was a great hunt. Our hats are off to you.
Hi, I'm Nicole Castro, and we'll be back in 60 seconds with this week's installment of Swing and a Miss. Brought to you by Tim's Guns in Elbridge, New York.
Hey folks, Dave Morgan from Rush Uncut. If your schedule doesn't always allow you time to get to the local sporting goods store, then visit WoodburyOutfitters.com. Whether it's archery, long guns, handguns, or everything else outdoor related, you can have it all shipped directly to you or your local dealer at super low prices. They have tons of cool stuff for sportsmen. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will have your order packaged and shipped quickly and accurately. Check out WoodburyOutfitters.com.
The Oak Orchard Harbor in Orleans County. Make a morning run for Lake Ontario. Fish on means you'll experience the exhilaration of fighting that giant trout or salmon. To learn more about our world-class fishing, visit our website at www.orleanscountytourism.com.
There you go. Woo!
Another reason I love New York.
Welcome to Swing and a Miss. This is the segment of the show where we feature footage of hunts that don't exactly go as planned. Taking an animal on camera is tough, but when one of our Rush junkies attempts to film himself, that just ups the stakes dramatically. Let's follow along with Kevin Lennox as he films himself in Allegheny County on a frosty November morning. Our hats go off to you, Kevin, for attempting to film your own hunt. But you're not getting any slack from me. Better luck next time, honey. That's it for this week's Swing and a Miss, brought to you by Tim's Guns of Elbridge. We'll see you next week.
If you fish or if you hunt, you're going to love shopping at Herb Philipsons for all your fishing and hunting gear. Whatever the season, it's the reason to pick up guns, ammo, fishing rods, reels, and all the accessories you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. We've got it, and you'll get it all at Herb Philipsons' low price fighter prices. There's a store near you, and don't forget to visit our newest location in the Western Light Shopping Center, Syracuse.
Here we go.
Who is that? Hey, Guzzy, come on in.
Where you been?
Oh, well, I had to get my bow restrung, so I took it on down to the Bow Guru over there in Utica. And guess who I ran into? Frank Spartano.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah, I had a good time down there. Oh, right here. Got my string all ready for me. Take a look at her. Tell me what you think.
You shoot this much?
All the time. I think that's why I need new string.
It's a little dusty to me.
Beauty, isn't she?
Whoa!
All right, what do you think?
Well, I'll take it in the back room. You'll have a new bow, basically, when I come out with it.
All right, we'll see. All right, good as new. Look at that, Frank, huh?
Nice string colors.
Yeah, Syracuse,
Syracuse
baby.
orange, baby.
All right, great, great. I can't wait to shoot it. All right, folks, here we go. Let's see if the Bow Guru came through for us. Zoom in on this. Look at that, folks. Bullseye. Hey, folks. Welcome to Rush Uncut. I'm Dave, and this is Guzzy. Once again, the membership did not disappoint. All this footage we've got every week, we get to showcase your hunting and fishing adventures right here on the Rush Uncut episode.
How do I get my mug on TV?
We'll get to that later, Guz. First up, we got member TJ Burnett, and he's going to take us on a spring turkey hunt in Seneca County. Now, TJ's with his dad, Todd Burnett, and he's going to take him on an awesome hunt. He's on the edge of this field, and wait till you see what happens. You're going to be amazed. All right, Guz, let's check it out.
Did a good job. The kicks choked.
I did good.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I would have hit it if it wasn't choke.
I know it. You did a good job.
TJ takes right after his old man, Rush Junkie, Todd Burnett. What a team. Okay, folks, up next we've got Ken and Lennox, and he's going to take us all the way across the state to Allegheny County. Now, it's the end of the deer season. Kevin's a little tired, so he decided to just set up a tree stand about 100 yards away from his house. Take a look at this.
Oh yeah. I had a good feeling about the stand, and I don't know why. Now you know why. Right up here. The old 12 gauge to action. This is a really nice sized doe. I'm pretty proud of it.
The good thing about that hunt is he didn't have far to drag the deer.
Yep, and the freezer's full.
Hey folks, want to become a member? It's easy. Log on to rushoutdoors.com and click on the Rush Uncut logo and follow the steps from there. It's that simple. So simple, even Guzzy can do it.
And remember, Rush Outdoors with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by thebowguru.com, IBEW Local 43, Sure Fine of Weedsport, Brad's Taxidermy, and Freedom Fighter Sport Fishing.
If you're interested in becoming a Rush Uncut member, go to rushoutdoors.com and click on the Rush Uncut logo. Well, that's about all the time we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Rush Outdoors. Tune in next week for more exciting outdoor adventures. For everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Andrus, and we'll see you next week.
Another great week, Dave.
Oh, hey, you know it.
Is that your bow?
Yeah. Hey, careful now.
Easy. Hey, can I shoot this? I'm left-handed, but what's the difference?
I don't think it matters, Guz, does it? Hey, Guzzy.
Sorry, dude.
Give me that. Look at that. I'll probably never shoot good again. It's my excuse next year.
For show updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.